Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be back.
It's nice to have the other half of the dream team back downtown with me and also on the video. So.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back in Raleigh, North Carolina. No greater state out there.
Well, it's been a busy week down at the General Assembly. There was certainly no time for sawing logs when it's crossover week. So tell us a little bit about the ag bills that we worked on.
That was a good joke. So we have House Bill 295, Promote North Carolina Sawmill, and that passed the House this week after passing the Reg Reform and Rules Committee. The bill allows for dimension lumber that has been grade stamped to be used in the construction of 1 and 2 family dwellings after certain conditions are met. It also directs Extension to create a lumber grading training program. So with that, there was another bill, and I don't know, did it get a little fishy down there with the aquaculture bill?
It did, just a little fishy. So in addition to the sawmill bill, the bill, House Bill 426, which would revise the aquaculture general permit, passed the House in an 81-36 vote. It also passed the Reg Reform and Rules Committees. The bill requires the Department of Environmental Quality's Environmental Management Commission to reopen the federal National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System permit for aquatic animal operations. So this really it impacts mostly the trout farmers in the western part of the state. The legislation directs the agency to match the general permit that has been issued in previous years. So this should help alleviate some of the burdens that new general permit would have put on our trout farmers.
All right, and the Senate also passed the Native Plants Act, which is Senate Bill 318, which would require the use of plants and seeds native to the southeastern United States with a strong preference of North Carolina native seeds and plants in state parks and on state highway right-of-ways. So it's not a mandate. So changes were made in the Senate Transportation Committee this week to narrow the scope of the bill and lessen the impact on our nursery growers. The bill passed 50-0 in the Senate.
And there's a number of other bills that have seen action in recent weeks. Some were subject to crossover, some weren't. Some are things that we're watching closely. Some just might be of interest to our members. So we're going to include a list of those in the written Capitol Roundup. But just some highlights. There's an NC-10 bill that would address a number of different transportation funding mechanisms, but importantly, it would remove the $2,000 cap on highway use tax for commercial and recreational vehicles. There's also an appointments bill, Senate Bill 512, that would amend the composition and appointments of certain boards and commissions, including the Environmental Management Commission. And then there's also a soil and water partisan election option bill, which would allow a county soil and water board the option to change the method of their elections from nonpartisan to partisan. So there's a number of other bills that we'll include. Take a look at those. We hope folks will reach out to us if there are any questions.
Yeah.
And should have some busy weeks ahead, right?
We do. Next week, though, the House is going to take a bit of a break. They have announced they will not take votes until May 16th. And in the Senate, it's going to be pretty quiet next week, too. They'll be doing some committee meetings, but they, for the most part, are going to be working on their budget. And we should expect to hear something on that in the next couple of weeks. And look forward to chatting with you guys next time on Capitol Roundup.